Flood season in central Illinois is right around the corner, and communities are still cleaning up the mess left behind from December and January's historic flooding.
News Channel 20 Sunrise reporter Evan Peterson live in Petersburg this morning, a town hit hard by those floods, with how they're preparing for more. Evan?
This morning, this is what remains of the Petersburg wall. Some sand, some sandbags, and lots of these barricades stretching for blocks in either direction. They've opened up, as you can see here, for cross traffic to move through the village, but this wall is still very much a dominating presence in the community. A stark reminder of the flooding that occurred here just a month ago. Now, while this wall has kept them dry before, they're hoping that, if need be, it will keep them dry one more time during flood season. Here at the National Weather Service office in Lincoln, Darren Hansing sits at his computer looking over weather data for the Midwest, scanning for the next big storm.
Our primary flood season is generally March, April, and May, and we're looking at those areas as the primary spring flood season.
Back at the tail end of December, central Illinois was slammed by a rogue winter storm. Mixing of snow, rain, and sleet caused destruction on an epic scale, forcing nearly 30 counties to be declared disaster zones.
It was a significant event, to be sure. You know, if you're getting 6 to 8 inches in a couple days' time, that's going to have significant flooding impacts, and I wouldn't say that it's common.
And the village of Petersburg was one of the hardest hit areas, doing roughly $250,000 in damage. And now, with the actual flood season upon us, the question arises, can they fight round two?
With us leaving most of the wall up, and we've kept all the extra sand that came from where we opened up the 2 streets, we figured it'd take us about 6 hours to close that back up again.
The Red Cross of South Central Illinois says that they have the supplies needed to handle disaster relief if they have to. However, they are always in need of more goods to refill their coffers.
We feel we're adequately prepared. We've got extra sandbags. The Tesco barriers we have in place, we can add sandbags on top and obviously stop even more.
And getting the word out about a storm, Hansing says, is the first step to being prepared.
It's always better to be proactive on those versus a reactive situation.
In a few weeks' time, the National Weather Service is expected to release a detailed report outlining what we can expect for flood season. It's supposed to be published around February 18th, and once that's out, we'll have a better idea of what we can or cannot expect when the water comes. Live in Petersburg this morning, I'm Evan Peterson, News Channel 20 Sunrise.